What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, and welcome to the IBL Alolan League draft recap thing. Yes, draft analysis. It's been a while since a league content has been here on the channel. Well, not too long really. If I look it up, I think the NBA week 8 versus Neil was just a couple of weeks ago. But after that, Sun and Moon has just been dominating the channel, and I know most of you haven't watched too much of it, but I definitely think you should check it out. It's been a lot of fun doing it. It's almost a month ago since my battle against Neil. That's kind of crazy, actually. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about our team for the Sun and Moon League of the IBL Alolan Dex exclusive league thingamajigger. And well, I can start with this and say that my draft position was very bad. And by that I mean I was 6th in the draft in snake format, which means like I was so it was 5 people before me, then it would be me, and then it would be 7 through 14, and then 14 through 7 again before it would be me. So I was in a very bad position per se. So I had to rock with what I got, and the first one I drafted was not one I wanted, but it kind of took as a substitute for the one I really wanted, because Tapu Lele went as like the 2nd pick, and I was like, I wanted Tapu Lele, but I was 6th, so I was like, I was hoping the Ultra Beast would be enough to like push Tapu Lele down, but that was far from it. Like the order from the first 5 to me was Nihilego, Tapu Lele, Magearna, gotta remember who else was before me really. I think it was it this guy? Tapu Koko? I'd say Nihilego, Tapu Lele, Magearna, Tapu Koko, Pheromosa, and then I chose Necrozma. Now, Necrozma, what do I say about this here Pokemon? Well, it's got very good defensive stats, 97, 101, and 89. It's decently strong with 107 attack and 127 special attack, and it has an okay speed stat, leaving it at a total, like a base stat total of 600, which is pretty good considering all the other Ultra Beasts and stuff have 570 if I recall correctly. I'm gonna have to check with the Tapus, but the Tapus are different. They're all different and stuff like that. Well, I think their overall base stat total is the same, which is also 570. So Necrozma, you know, being a champ there. Now I chose Necrozma because it's got Prism Armor, nice filter ability. I think it's like filter, might be a little bit different from filter if it like halves the damage, but this would take like 3/4. So it's like a slightly weaker filter. Might be wrong about that, might be right. But this thing's move pool is kind of cool. Gets nice coverage for both physical and special. Gets access to Stealth Rock, has reliable recovery in terms of Moonlight and Morning Sun. Gets screens, Toxic T-Wave, Sub SD. Gets some nice moves like Charge Beam, which is something we can use, and Prismatic Laser, which is its signature move. Base 160 power. Base 160 power, stab psychic attack that has recharge on it, so it's basically Giga Impact but stronger. And I'm just gonna do this for the sake of just checking it. I'm gonna go to Necrozma, give it max special attack. I'm on a calc, I'm doing this on the side right now. Give it a modest nature, because why not? Give it Prismatic Laser, and then Z move that. Oh my god. I want to check something bulky, I'll do that in my spare time, but let's just say it does a lot of damage. But yeah, so Necrozma can put in some work, I think, and it's a nice bulky psychic type, which is why I decided to go with it. It also gets like nice coverage, so that's just kind of like a bonus. Now the next time it was me again, I had to wait a long time before it was me. And like I was in the call with the guys from the draft, and we were talking about like we need stuff to take hits and stuff, and I was like, okay, how do I fix this? How about the mon that always gets a free switch in, or a free like if it's already in, how about the one that gets a free setup or a free hit? And that is Mimikyu, because Disguise is a dope ass ability, and you know, its stats are actually pretty okay. 55 HP, but it doesn't need its HP because it has that Disguise. 90 attack, 80 defense, 105 SPDF, 96 speed. Has a really good speed tier for Alola. Has a very okay defense, has very okay defenses, and its attack stat is also pretty darn good. Like, it's not bad by any means at all. Just slap on a Choice Band, slap on a Lumberry, get some Swords Dance up in here. Looking at its move pool, it gets stuff like it gets Facade for Toxic Spike stuff, gets Leech Life for recovery, gets Play Rough, Stab, gets Return, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, priority. Swords Dance, like mentioned, it's a Taunter. It's Thunder Wave, Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, all of the statuses, Wood Hammer, and X-Scissor, as well as some other stuff like, you know, Baby Doll Eyes if need be, Copycat. I wonder how Z-Move Copycat would work. Maybe something I'll mess around with. Get C-Splash. We can get that turn 1 C-Splash to get +3. That could be cool. Trick Room, it's a Trick Room setter, so I can definitely mess with that as well, because my team is somewhat fast, but it's also somewhat slow. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can do here with Mimikyu. Gets Bulk Up for setup, gets Swords Dance to get Destiny Bond. Now I do know it got nerfed, but you know, that is a different side of the story. Okay. Home Claws for setup, Pain Split for recovery, rest, of course, Sleep Talk and stuff if I want to do that. So there's a couple things I can do with Mimikyu here that I feel like I can have a lot of fun with. So that is Annabelle, the Mimikyu, and also my Necrozma is going to be called Elemental Hero Prisma. So E-Hero Prisma. Was this my third pick? Was this my third pick? Okay, it was. So, my third pick, I was thinking, I need a Ghost immunity. And this gen is terrible in terms of hazard removal prior to Pokebank. So, how about a mon that can spin? That is a normal type. And thus, I decided to draft Komala. Huffington the Komala. And, what do I say about Komala? It has a really cool ability. As in, like, this Pokemon cannot be statused, period. It can attack through sleep, so it doesn't care. Got nice bulk, 65-95. Like, as an HP SPDF. It's a good SPDF Pokemon. That's a little bit lacking on the physical defensive side, but, you know, I have other mons on the squad to cover for its lackluster defense stat. It has Rapid Spin, like I mentioned earlier, which is going to be huge from this thing. It also has a very good attack stat of 115, which I can mess around with like Wood Hammer, U-Turn. It gets Sucker Punch, Shadow Claw, Rock Slide, Play Rough, Earthquake, Brick Break, Acrobatics. It has a very big move pool, and well, that kind of just comes with being a normal type. But you know, it's a very nice Pokemon. I feel like we can play around with a lot, and I'm very much looking forward to using Komala, as I've seen it been used, but I've not really seen what it can do, and I'm kind of looking forward to testing out this little adorable little bear. But yeah, that is that. And for my fourth pick, I chose what I'm going to call the furry god himself, Lucario. I chose Lucario because at the time of the draft, there were a lot of bulky teams that didn't do well against fighting types and against like priority and stuff, and Lucario has a very nice typing, very nice offensive typing, has very nice offensive stats in terms of the fact that it can be both physical and special. It's moderately fast for the Alolan Dex, being base 90 speed, with like a respectable HP stat. Like, it's capable of taking like one hit potentially with its 70 in all the defensive stats, and then So I figured it would be a nice pickup. It gets justified, so for, you know, attack race from dark type moves. So it's a dark type switch in. Something I also was needing, seeing as I have Mimikyu and Prisma. So I chose Lucario. And, well, we know, you guys know Lucario. It's been around now a lot in most leagues since, well, in Gen 6. It's been around a lot. But I figured it would be a nice mod to pick up. It's got a very, very vast move pool that I can mess around with. Gets priority options on both sides in terms of Bullet Punch, Extreme Speed, Vacuum Wave, etc. Has some very, very, very nice coverage, and I feel like I can utilize Lucario well in this league. So that is why I chose, gotta get its name, it's in this folder here, Yato Noragami the Lucario. That's the name I'm gonna be rocking out with for my boy Lucario. I'm gonna paste that in here because I have it on somewhere else. Now, my next Pokemon was if not the, like, it's one of the, if not the overall best knockoffer in Generation 6. And once Pokemon comes out, it's gonna be a very good Pokemon once it comes in from Gen 6. And that Pokemon is Weavile. Haku the Weavile. Now you guys, again, this is another mon that a lot of people know. What it does? It has its very, very common move pool of, like, you know, Knock Off, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Poison Jab, Low Kick, Brick Break, stuff like that. Or if you've been a fan of me for a while now, you guys probably remember the one time where we whipped out the Whirlpool, Toxic, Protect, and Knock Off Weavile in the MPL Week 10 versus Dench B. It was a very flame set that was a lot of fun to mess around with. That there set, that was really funny, if I do say so myself. And yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about Weavile. I've used it in the past, did enjoy it a lot. It's gotten a couple new moves that we can mess around with, like Throat Chop, which is really cool. But other than that, it's still Weavile. Used it before, enjoyed it. Can't wait to play with it again. Now, next up is my meme pick, and we still had 2 picks left, bear in mind. But I really wanted this mon, because I was like, oh, if I can pull off this one strat that I have with it, I would laugh my ass off. And I need your guys' help here. I need a nickname for Comfey. How do I even explain Comfey? I'm gonna have so much fun with it. It has some cool abilities. Triage and Natural Cure are really cool. Natural Cure, of course, giving you removing status when you swap out, and Triage being there for priority, like Synthesis and stuff like that. Stuff that heals you, so that gets priority. It gets Calm Mind, kind of cool. Its stats are 51 HP, 90 defense, 110 speed F. Cannibal Key, nice speed stat of 100, 82 special attack. It's kind of nice. Gets Aromatherapy, it's a cleric. We have Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball. We have Grass Knot we can use, Leech Seed, Petal Blizzard, Petal Dance, Play Rough. Well, we're not going to use Petal Blizzard with our 52 base attack. We're not going to mess around with that. But Sub, U-Turn, Toxic. We can set up grassy terrain with this thing if need be. Say Tapu Lele is doing the work, we can get we can possibly get out grassy terrain to put an end to the psychic terrain. And Trick Room is something we can do with this thing. Natural Gift, maybe. Stuff like that. We can. I'm looking forward to playing around with this little bug. I feel like he's gonna. I feel like Comfey is gonna put in the work. But yeah, so that is like the first 6. So far we have Necrozma, Mimikyu, Komala, Lucario, Weavile, and Comfey. And the Alolan Dex is starting to get really shallow in terms of the mons that we have access to. But one thing I wanted, I have a couple fairies, I have a steel type, but I do not have a dragon. And with how many like circuitries and Tapu Kokos and special attackers that do a shit ton of damage that are around, how about we get like the most fat special attacking dragon, or especially defensive dragon, Goodra. Now Kelly, I do not care what you said about Goodra in that Pincermania, this Pokemon is good. And actually it's pretty decent in Gen 7 as well, as with Tapu Bulu it has Sap Sipper, so I can be like, oh yeah, nah, your Wood Hammer, here's my switch in, and now you gotta go because I learned Sludge Wave. What do I say about Goodra? What is it to be said that I haven't said before? This Pokemon's a monster, period. Great stats all around, like 90, 70, 150, that's its defensive stats, and then 100, 110, 80. It has great, like it just has great stats all around. Easily favorite pseudo, favorite Pokemon in general. Huge move pool to take advantage of in terms of like it has almost any type. Like it can have coverage in almost every single type there is. I think it lacks like fairy coverage, but like it has so much coverage, and Goodra is such a good Pokemon. And I'm excited to finally use Amethyst to Goodra again. I've missed her so much, and I have a lot of stuff I can do with you. Kind of dedicated special wall can be used for the standard Assault Vest set, but I have a couple other plans in mind for it that isn't just Assault Vest. So I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this thing. So that is Goodra. And my final Pokemon that I decided to draft was none other than Ariados. Yes, I drafted Ariados. Nice and getting buffed this gen. No, but seriously, we drafted a bit of a Slowbug, and I mentioned Trick Room is something I can definitely do. But another thing I can also do, which I can mess around with, I mean Leech Life got buffed this gen, so I have strong Bug Stab. Poison is also a really nice typing, as fairies are running wild, especially considered like Tapu Bulu. And I was looking at it, and one thing that would be nice, like I mentioned with Komala, hazard removal is a pain in the ass to get a hold of in Gen 7. And what does Ariados do? Sticky Webs, Toxic Spikes. I'm hearing go, I'm hearing just do it. It also gets a new move called Toxic Thread, which lowers the target's speed by 1, and then poisons it, which sounds really cool. Now the question is if it's badly poisoned or not. That I'm not sure. Pin Missile, kinda cool. Multi-hitting stab. Gets Infestation if I want to run something like that. Twin Needle, Venoshock could be nice. Venom Drench could also be kind of cool to run. There's some stuff I want to do with Ariados that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, that is Hackis, the Ariados. Shout out to Ipa and his Galvantula from MPL Season 1. The legend of Hackis the Spider lives on. And we have, so that's our team for IBL Alolan League. Necrozma, Mimikyu, Komala, Lucario, Weavile, Comfey, Goodra, and Ariados. So let me know what you guys think of the team in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and get ready for some new League content on the channel. And with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.